There is an old African saying, when a clay pot breaks, it can be mended, but the cracks never disappear. Trust is much the same. Takes years to build, only a moment to destroy, and sometimes a lifetime to restore. For 3 days, Daniel hardly slept. The doctor's words echoed in his mind. You have a very low sperm count. Every memory came rushing back. Amanda's tears, her silence, her patience, the way she had defended their marriage without ever defending herself. And for the first time in his life, Daniel saw himself for who he truly was. Not as the successful engineer everyone admired, but as a husband who had failed the one person who loved him without conditions. Amanda's best friend watched him carefully. You still want to see her? Daniel nodded. I will spend the rest of my life asking for forgiveness if I have to. She searched his face. This was no longer the proud man she had known. His eyes were swollen from sleepless nights. His beard had grown untidy. He had lost weight. Success had not protected him from regret. After a long silence, she finally spoke. Come with me. An hour later, they stopped in front of a modest apartment. It wasn't luxurious, but flowers bloomed beside the entrance. The windows were open. Peace lived there. Amanda had built a new beginning. Daniel's hands trembled as he knocked. The door opened slowly. Amanda stood there. For several seconds, neither of them spoke. She looked healthier, stronger. The sadness was still in her eyes, but so was dignity. Daniel could no longer hold back. I'm sorry. Amanda remained silent. He fell to his knees. I have wronged you. Tears rolled down his face. I believed lies. I abandoned the woman who stood beside me. I let my mother insult you. I let another woman destroy our home. I failed you. Amanda's eyes filled with tears, but she did not move. She had cried too many tears already. Daniel continued. I chased Vanessa away. The pregnancy was never mine. I went to the hospital. The doctor told me the truth. My low sperm count. His voice broke. The problem was never you. Amanda closed her eyes. Not because she hated him, but because hearing those words reopened wounds she had tried so hard to heal. Just then, Amanda's best friend stepped forward. She looked directly at Daniel. Do you know what this woman sacrificed for you? Daniel lowered his head. I know she supported me. She shook her head. No, you don't know. Turning to Amanda, she said softly, I'm sorry, but he needs to hear it. Amanda remained silent. Her friend continued. When you were still struggling in the university, Amanda worked 2 jobs. She worked as a cashier during the day. At night, she cleaned office buildings. There were days she slept for barely 3 hours. She paid your tuition. She bought your engineering textbooks. She paid your project fees. She even sold the gold jewelry her late mother left her so you could finish your final year. Daniel's eyes widened in shock. He turned slowly toward Amanda. You sold your mother's jewelry? Amanda smiled sadly. You were my future. Daniel burst into tears. He remembered that bracelet. He had once asked where it had gone. Amanda had simply smiled and said, Don't worry about it. Now he knew. She had sold the last gift from her mother to build his future, and this was how he had repaid her. Daniel wept like a child. I don't deserve your forgiveness. I know that. But if there is even the smallest place left in your heart for me, I promise I will spend every day proving that I have changed. Amanda looked out of the window. The afternoon breeze carried the sound of children laughing in the distance. For years, that sound had caused her pain. Today, it reminded her that life always moves forward. She turned back to Daniel. I forgive you. Daniel lifted his head. But forgiveness is not the same as forgetting. You broke my heart. You allowed people to treat me like I was worthless. You never trusted me. Daniel nodded through tears. I know. Amanda continued. If we are ever to be husband and wife again, it will not happen today. You will have to earn my trust. You will have to show me. Not with words, but with your actions. Daniel bowed his head. I will, no matter how long it takes. Months passed. Daniel kept his promise. He visited often but never forced Amanda to return. He treated her with the respect she had always deserved. He stood up to his mother whenever she spoke badly about Amanda. Eventually, his mother realized the pain she had caused. One afternoon, she visited Amanda alone. With tears in her eyes, she said, "My daughter, I judged you because I wanted a grandchild. I forgot that before you were a wife, you were someone's child. Please forgive an old woman." Amanda embraced her. Years of bitterness melted into tears. As for Teresa, she never left Amanda's side. When Amanda finally decided to return home, Teresa welcomed her with joyful tears. "The house finally feels like a home again, madam." Time continued to pass. Daniel and Amanda sought proper medical treatment together. This time there were no secrets, no blame, no accusations, only honesty, only love, and only faith. They learned that building a family sometimes requires patience, medicine, and mutual support. Whether or not they would one day have children, they faced the journey together. And so, dear listener, remember this: never condemn someone because you do not know the battle they are fighting. Do not measure a woman's worth by the children she bears. A marriage cannot survive where there is no trust. And the greatest blessing a husband and wife can give each other is not perfection. It is loyalty. Because in the end, Amanda did not lose. She kept her dignity. She kept her faith. And she proved that true love is not tested by easy days, but by the storms it survives. The end.